Shadow inflation is a hidden economic force. It occurs when prices appear stable, but the value you receive diminishes in quality, quantity, service, or experience. Unlike traditional inflation, which measures price changes, shadow inflation operates in the gaps, silently eroding purchasing power. This video is brought to you by the Series of Thoughts team as part of their Economics Foundation series. Traditional inflation tracking focuses only on price changes for identical goods. But when companies maintain prices while systematically reducing what consumers receive, a disconnect emerges. This video explores 7 distinct mechanisms through which shadow inflation operates, revealing how value quietly shifts away from consumers. Chapter 1. The Quality Decline Effect. This mechanism involves reducing the inherent quality of a product or service while keeping the price stable. Quality decline manifests through material substitution, replacing premium ingredients with cheaper alternatives. It also includes durability reduction, where products are engineered to last shorter periods, and design compromises, where thoughtful features are eliminated. These incremental changes are difficult for consumers to track. Official inflation statistics attempt to account for quality changes through, quote, hedonic adjustments, but these rarely capture degradation effectively. When your product fails sooner, it represents real inflation that your wallet feels, but economic data doesn't measure. This forces consumers to replace items more frequently. Examples of quality decline are widespread. The apparel industry reduces fabric weight. Furniture manufacturing replaces solid wood with particle board. Consumer electronics are built with components that fail sooner. The same price point often yields a much shorter lifespan. Chapter 2. The Quantity Shrinkage Effect. This is perhaps the most visible form of shadow inflation, often called shrinkflation. Shrinkflation occurs when companies reduce package sizes or decrease portion sizes while maintaining the price point. This includes package redesigns that hide reduced volume, weight reduction in products like cereal or toilet paper, and count decreases, where packages lose individual units. These changes often evade immediate detection. Product categories affected include packaged foods, paper products, and personal care items. Shrinkflation works because consumers develop strong price anchors, making package size changes less noticeable than visible price increases. This allows companies to raise prices effectively without triggering consumer resistance. Service unbundling is another form of hidden quantity reduction. Services once included in the standard price, like free shipping or customer support, become paid add-ons. The base price remains stable, but the total cost for the complete experience rises substantially. Chapter 3. The Experience Degradation Effect. This is the most subjective and insidious form of shadow inflation. When service quality deteriorates, the real cost to consumers rises, measured in time, frustration, and reduced satisfaction. This includes extended wait times for customer service, reduced human interaction replaced by automated systems, and added friction that makes simple processes complex. Time spent waiting is a hidden cost. How do you quantify frustration? Traditional economic metrics struggle to measure the value lost when a 5-minute transaction becomes a 30-minute ordeal. When businesses shift time costs onto customers through degraded experiences, it represents genuine inflation that statistics don't capture. The staffing reduction strategy illustrates this degradation. Over the decades, staffing levels have decreased, leading to longer wait times and the normalization of automated systems. Prices haven't decreased proportionally to this severe service quality reduction. Chapter 4. The Hidden Fees and Friction Effect. This mechanism disguises inflation through non-optional add-ons. Hidden fees are masked by the language of choice. Fee proliferation includes resort fees, processing fees, and convenience fees, attached to previously straightforward transactions. Process complexity and mandatory optional upgrades further increase the real cost, making the choice illusory. Companies exploit the psychology of fee acceptance. Consumers separate fees from the base price, making a $100 item with a $20 fee feel cheaper than a $120 item. Drip pricing exploits commitment bias, leading consumers to accept fees rather than abandon a lengthy transaction process. This results in higher total costs hidden behind stable advertised prices. Airlines, live events, hospitality, and financial services are leading the fee revolution. They have decomposed comprehensive prices into dozens of separate charges, masking significantly higher actual costs and generating billions in fee revenue. Chapter 5. The Technology Masking Effect. This effect is driven by automation. When automation improves margins but worsens experience, shadow inflation occurs. Self-checkout, Automated phone trees and chatbots replace human service. AI chat replaces human support for complex issues, and labor is shifted to customers, who must now enter data and troubleshoot problems themselves. Technology offers businesses reduced labor costs and increased scalability. These efficiency gains translate directly to improved profit margins. However, customers experience a loss of personalized service and increased frustration without seeing proportional price reductions. The self-service transformation is evident across industries. Banking customers are forced to use apps and ATMs. Retail relies on self-checkout. Healthcare shifts administrative burden onto patients via portals. In all cases, technology reduces business costs but increases consumer effort. Chapter 6. The Psychological Blind Spot. This chapter explains why shadow inflation works so well. Shadow inflation persists because price anchoring dominates consumer memory, making us less sensitive to subtle changes. We underestimate quality loss because we lack perfect historical memory. Our baseline expectations reset quickly, causing memory fade and acceptance of degraded service as the new normal. Tracking quality across multiple dimensions requires significant cognitive effort, which is unrealistic for busy consumers. This cognitive burden and the complexity of purchases provide cover for shadow inflation to operate undetected. We accept degradation due to limited awareness, a belief in perceived inevitability, and consumer fatigue. Industry-wide degradation often leaves a lack of alternatives, and our gradual adaptation over time resets expectations to lower standards. Chapter 7. Why governments don't capture it. This explores the limitations of current economic measurements. Government inflation metrics, like the Consumer Price Index, CPI, focus on price changes for a fixed basket of goods. This systematically fails to capture shadow inflation because metrics focus on price, not value. Quality adjustments are inconsistent, and service degradation is nearly impossible to quantify statistically. The CPI measures direct cost increases well, but entirely misses material substitution, durability reductions, service quality degradation, and hidden fees. This methodological limitation has real consequences, leading to policy decisions based on data that understates the actual cost of living increases. Shadow inflation creates a persistent gap between official and lived inflation. When quality and service degrade while prices remain stable, the true cost of living rises faster than official numbers suggest. This measurement gap is why many people feel economically strained despite modest CPI increases. Shadow inflation is real, consequential, and largely unmeasured.